Hi, I'm Constance. I'm an actor, voice actor, writer, director, and I'm here to tell you more about Constance Ray Reynolds. Well, I started acting as a child in, the regular things in the community, school plays, Christmas plays at church, the things that most kids don't want to do, but their mom and dad make them do. I was the kid who's like, ooh, me, I want the lead role. I want to sing the solo. I want to play Mary at the Christmas pageant. So that was me. I was just always enthusiastic about getting on stage and performing and letting people watch me. And I really enjoyed everyone clapping at the end. Anything I'm working on? Well, let me think about it. Yeah, I try to stay busy, yo. So right now I'm about to start shooting on a new web series. It's called Side Dude Inc., created by Amson Hughes. He's hilarious. This is actually based on a stage play that he's transitioning to a new platform. So I'm very excited to join the cast and be a part of that story. We'll start filming that here in Greensboro this weekend. I am an awesome feature film that we'll be shooting in Greensboro. It's called Who Am I? I have a supporting role in that, and I'm very excited. It's a powerful message, a powerful piece. I actually was honored to be offered the position of first assistant director on this project as well, so that's a major accomplishment for me and responsibility, so I'm preparing for that. I am also preparing for a role in the feature film Butter, being shot by Larry Saeed Wright. He is a genius. I'm so excited about working with him. I've been trying to work with him forever, and he's finally given me a shot, so I'm very excited about that. I just landed a role in a short entitled Family Ties. It will be shooting out of Charlotte towards the end of April. It's one you're definitely going to want to keep your eyes out for sure. Let's see. What else do we have happening? I'm a recurring actor in The Dinner Detective out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I just finished shooting my first short film. It's called Chopping It Up Part 2. It's in post-production now. I am a vlogger. You can check me out on YouTube. My channel is called Constance Ray. My vlog is called Consciously Constance. I talk about my journey as an actor, my journey as a mother, my journey towards health and wellness. One of the things that I try to do as an actor is to keep myself busy. You know, I can't get hung up on whether or not I'm landing roles that I'm auditioning for, because I'm constantly casting myself, and I think it's very important, you know, as a performer, to be a content creator as well. So, you know, I try to live by my advice and just stay as busy as possible. Good question. Um, Truthful answer, I have no idea. Honestly, I take it a day at a time, which, you know, talking about that journey on my vlog is actually helpful to me. I kind of created a space where I could kind of speak about that journey out loud, you know. It's hard, you know, it's not easy. And I actually work with actors who, you know, raise their kids, put their dreams to the side so that they could go and pursue what they wanted to do after they could say they've raised their children. And I'll tell you the truth, I tried that route. I went and I got my day job, right? Got my good benefits, you know what I'm saying? And decided that I was just going to live this structured, honest, stable life to be a good mother for my kids. And I would say by the time they were about 2, I was miserable. And not only was I miserable, but I was making the people around me miserable. And the truth of the matter was, I was not feeding my passion. I wasn't doing what I know I have been placed here to do. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to find a way. You know, this is what I love to do. This is what I'm passionate about doing. I don't have this desire in my heart for nothing with my kids. And so now, you know, I kind of bring them along on the ride. Of course, I have an amazing support system. I can't bring them on to every set and every job with me. So, you know, my sister, my cousins, my aunts, family, friends, you know, I just have such a loving support system. They're grandparents. You know, everyone is, you know, kind of really supportive of us in this journey that we're on together. And, you know, I always make sure that they know what Mama's doing. Mama just made a new video. They want to see my video. Where I'm in my studio right now, I actually took over the living room closet in my home, and I made this my studio so that I could do my voiceover work out of my home, and so that I could make videos, audition in my own space. And, you know, when Mama's in her studio, you better be quiet outside. Like I told them even before this interview, I need y'all to sit down. I need you to be quiet, and when we get done, we can go to the park. So, you know, I take every day as it comes. I just know that we're all in this together, you know, it's for a reason. I started running around screaming, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we're finna be rich and we're finna be famous. And that's the motto around here. My kids know. My nieces and nephews know. Finna be rich. Finna be famous. I like this question. Wow. Off camera, off stage, Constance Reynolds is a daughter, a sister, a mother, an auntie. Hold on, somebody's crying. I kept it rolling so you can know it's real. I'm a dreamer. I'm an encourager. Is that something? I encourage people. I'm that lemonade maker. You know, you give me lemons, I'll show you lemonade. I have a way of just taking any negative and turning it into a positive. I don't believe in limitations. I barely believe in boundaries. I see the possibility in almost anything. I look at everything and I see the potential of it rather than, you know, what others might call reality. I don't buy into that whole reality talk. I like what I think it can be way better. So, you know, some people say, I'm living a fantasy. I'm okay with that. I'm a dreamer. That's who I am. And I appreciate who I am. I think the world needs more dreamers who aren't afraid of, you know, putting themselves out there and saying, hey, I believe in what I see, and I don't care if none of y'all see it either. I love children. I love kids. I love the idea of being able to reach out and help shape the next generation. I love spreading positivity. I love knowing that someone felt a little bit better because they had a conversation with Constance Reynolds. And I'm cray-cray, y'all. Like, I love to make people laugh. I don't take myself that serious. I don't. And it's really hard for me to take you much more serious than I take myself. So, you know, I'm usually that person in the room who, you know, I don't let anything cut me that deep. I don't let anything hit me that hard. If I do slip and fall, I'll be back up and I'll probably be laughing with you if you're laughing at me. If my life was a book, it would probably be called Get It Done. Get it done. Because that's the mantra of life for real. For me, it's just get it done. Every day is a new list of tasks and new just dreams that have been swimming around in my head that just need to make manifest in the physical world. And usually the difference between things happening and not happening is whether or not I'm getting them done. So I think Get It Done would be a good title for my life. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can talk about that. So, to me, being an actor is like being an emotional athlete, which means that there's a ton of training involved. You train for years. Practice, repetition, We, as actors, we build muscles. We build memory muscles. We build emotional muscles. We allow ourselves to be vulnerable more than most. A lot of people don't notice that. We concentrate on purpose more than most, we are super analytical, more than the untrained eye might notice. We are super conscious of ourselves because we have to be. We're always trying to solve problems. We're always trying to figure out how to get somewhere quickly. There's so much time. There's so much time that goes into really becoming an actor. And, you build this strength. There's this inner strength that develops as an actor really commits to this journey. Because everything that you go through in life becomes a part of your ammunition. It becomes your personal memories, your personal triumphs, your personal failures. They become your toolkit for what you bring to every role that you get. And most people don't notice that. It doesn't come from nowhere. We take the time to develop and to really hone in on places that we've been emotionally and mentally, and even physically, like going for extended amounts of time without food or sleep, or, being told no over and over and over. Just that perseverance is a must when you're an actor. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And many people might want the fame, they might want the lights, and they might want the awards, but they might not be willing to go without steady income or without living the comforts of their peers. It's a crazy sacrifice, and almost every coach that I've had has told me that if you can find success and happiness doing anything else, do that. Acting is only for the people who absolutely have to have it. And I agree. It's a lot. Is there a role that I wouldn't take? No. As far as the type of character goes, no. I don't really box myself out as far as a role not being representative of who I am or what I believe in. I'm actually, I actually appreciate a good challenge. I don't mind, allowing myself to take on the humanity, to bring that to light of someone who is the complete opposite of myself. So yeah, no. Now, on the business side of things, there are certain things that I'm just not going to accept because there's a hierarchy to this whole thing. For example, I'm not going to do anything for free. There are certain roles that I will do, to volunteer my time. If there's a bigger purpose that I'm all about, sure. And, there are levels to these things. When you're brand new to acting, there's nothing wrong with doing free stuff. But then when you're trying to move up and get the free stuff off of your resume, you have to learn how to start saying no to different things. So there's a game with that, with the business of show. But just off of character alone, no, I'm not going to turn down a role. This is what I do. I act. And as long as it makes sense and, whether it's dollars or whether it's purpose. Where I am professionally, I'm 30, it's 2019. If it makes sense for me to do, then yeah, I'm going to do it. My advice to artists: learn management. Become a good manager of your time, of your money, of your relationships. Learn how to manage yourself in the business that you're in. Learn the business that you're in. Don't just be a pawn in the game. Be a real player. Know that you bring value to the table. Know how to turn that value into something that can go into your bank account. If you don't know how to monetize yourself, someone else knows how to monetize you. And if they know how to monetize you, they also know how to not share. And it's very, very important that you know how to speak for yourself in this industry. Any industry, it doesn't matter. Creating art comes from the heart, but making a living as an artist is that dwells in the mind. That is the knowledge that you gain over time. That is the wisdom. That is, taking heed to the lessons that you learn. So, yeah, definitely my biggest advice is to become a manager and get really good at it. Managing your money is huge. If you're an artist, you've got to have that entrepreneurial mindset. You've got to be willing to put yourself out there, to advertise for yourself, to be your own accountant, to, understand legalities, to understand the importance of maintaining healthy relationships with the people that you work with and the people that you work for. We don't want one-time customers. We want return customers. We want clients that actually like working with us. We want that word of mouth. We want that reputation that precedes us. We want people to say, oh, yeah, I've heard of her. She does great work. And I hear she's really great to be around on set. All of that goes into, creating that awesome brand that is you. You are your brand. You are your product. It's one thing to build the confidence as an artist, but it's a whole nother thing to actually create a living for yourself. So, and a lot of that I learned outside of my artistry. A lot of that I learned on my day job, even just the little things, like making sure everyone feels that they matter, letting someone know that you took the time to say, hey, how are you today? Or, happy birthday. Just simple things. But they all add up. So be a good manager. Learn your business. Mind your business. Take care of your business. Nobody else is going to nurture your business like you are. A lot of artists think that, oh, I can just get a manager, or oh, I can just get an agent, or oh, I'll just get an accountant, or oh, well, until you can afford all that, figure it out yourself. Make it just as important as the art you're pushing out. Okay, so what to take away from this interview? Well, I wanted the viewers to get a taste of who Constance Ray Reynolds is. And if you like what you see, if you want to keep up with me, I want you to be able to do that. You can follow me on social media. My Instagram is Constance Ray. My Facebook is Constance Ray Reynolds. If I'm unable to befriend you, please like my acting page. It's just called Constance Reynolds. I dropped the Ray for my stage name. subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's called Constance Ray. And watch my videos, like them, share them. If you want to see me in action, please go to the channel called What's Your Chocolate. It's a web series that I've been working on for 3 years, where we've got 3 seasons up right now. We're writing season 4 right now. It's a project that is very near and dear to my heart. We have an awesome team, a great story. So check out What's Your Chocolate. And if you are interested in acting, if you've been thinking about trying it, you don't know where to start, if you would like some advice, some coaching, I am an acting coach. I specialize in actors who are new to the craft, new to the industry. Please feel free to reach out to me. You can email me, constancereynolds1@gmail.com, or feel free to shoot me a message on either platform I just mentioned. I would love to work with you. I would love to help you. I've learned that that's really what this whole game is about. It's, we do a lot of self-promotion, but if you're not able to be a blessing to others, is it even worth it? I've learned that it's not. So however I can help someone else, I'm into doing that, because people help me. People have helped me get to where I am. And I know that it's a never-ending cycle of, passing on that ability to help someone else, because we're all trying to get somewhere. I want any artists who are viewers to remember to stay true to who you are, and to know that your unique point of view, your vision is necessary. It is needed. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't quit on you. And, put that work in. Get that sweat equity into it. Go hard for yours. Oh yeah, encouraging actors, that's like one of my favorite things to do. Where do we start? Okay, first of all, it's all about confidence. Whatever you have to do to feel good when you start your day, throughout your day, as you end your day, do it. I tell myself I am amazing. When people ask me how I'm doing, I don't say, I'm fine, I'm good. I say, I'm amazing. Put it out there. Tell the truth. It makes so much of a difference, because that's what people are doing when they're casting, when they're producing a work. They're gambling. It's a gamble. Everything is, because there aren't any guarantees in this business. So if someone hasn't worked with you before, your confidence says a lot about what you bring to the table. A lot of actors carry this anxiety. And I'm telling you, that is so detrimental to your name out here, to your brand, to who you are as a business person. Don't question what you know. If you know that you've been preparing as an actor, as an artist, as a business person, then have confidence. Believe in yourself. It's okay. Don't ever be ashamed to promote yourself, to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to make a budget, and you have to look at what that might look like money-wise to get better as an artist, to market yourself as a business person. I tell actors all the time, like, you can't, there's always a downward way of looking at things, and there's an upward way of looking at things. If you feel like you're not getting called back, let's look at what you're working with. What do your marketing materials look like? What do your headshots look like? Look at your resume. What is it looking like? When people ask for footage of you, what are you sending them? What type of quality do people have to look at when you put yourself on display? Who do you project yourself to be out here? All of that matters. Do people have access to look at your body of work? How willing are you to meet people? How are you at networking? How are you at starting conversations with people? There's just always something that you can be doing to build your confidence up. And don't sleep on yourself. You cannot complain about people sleeping on you if you're sleeping on yourself. Come on now. Do you deserve that role or not? Do you deserve that recurring role? Do you deserve that check? Do you deserve that responsibility of carrying a story? If you do, then you better say it with your chest. Act like it. If you've learned something, act like you know it. Listen, I can go all day. But confidence is key. It is key.